Aloha Libra, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your spirit messages for mid-August to mid-September. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Thank you guys for being so patient with me. I haven't put out much content because I've been moving. I have moved to an entirely different island. Thank you so much for your patience. I very much appreciate that. I appreciate those that have subscribed already and those that will subscribe. Thank you so much. Okay, without further ado, we are going to do your reading. So this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. This is for, like I said, mid-August to mid-September. I keep wanting to say July. I'm like going backwards. Sorry. All right, we're gonna get a crystal for Libra and a Keepers of the Light card. Almost. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. All right, we have Tiger's Eye. We have the All-Seeing Eye. Okay, Tiger's Eye is a prosperity stone. It's said to bring prosperity and luck to those who carry it. As a balance stone, it's commonly turned to for those dealing with addictions and leading a fast-paced life. It regulates the energy and calms when needed. As a protection stone, it is often placed in the home or carried to provide a shield from negative energy or people. Okay, so since this is the All-Seeing Eye, it is asking to be used. So if you have Tiger's Eye, excellent. Wear it or keep it with you. That is going to provide protection from energies, from psychic kind of energies that happen, and also your physical world. And then we have Green Tara, which says supreme protection. So for you guys, there's a bit of a theme here with protection that's happening. So it's saying you are protected, cords are being cut, move beyond limitation and trust. Okay, so this is a time right now where you are absolutely, Libra, needing to trust. And they said to show this picture again. So there's something in that if you just look at the Green Tara there. So essentially, this is a beautiful time to really make sure that you guard your energy, cut the cords that you need to cut in this month, because you are being protected. Your visions, your dreams are being protected, and from a higher standing. Tiger's Eye being the all-seeing eye, it is going to provide that protection for you for all of your endeavors. I feel like, Libra, you're already an intuitive sign, but as we have just come through the Lionsgate, that's increasing. And I feel like for many of you, it's like what they're showing me is that your auras have been too open. Ruled by Venus, you want to love everybody, okay? But the auras have been a bit too open, and it's affecting you physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, as what they're showing. And so they're letting you know that you are protected. And so those things that you're feeling, what they're saying right now is ask if it's an empath response. Because if you're feeling something in your body, or I have some Libra friends that have come down with a little, they're viewing us sick. I don't ever like to use that word, but anywho, it's like essentially check if it's an empath response, because those cords are being cut, and because the aura has been a bit open, it may not even be yours, and so your body will be able to release it much more quickly if it is not. Okay, let's get to Libra. They've asked me to do a Celtic cross today, so I will for this month. All right. Let's do one more quick shuffle, and then we'll get into the base of your reading here. All right. Okay, so Libra, perfect. You're coming through as the World. This is the position that's signifying you. That's beautiful. It is saying that you are absolutely ending one cycle and opening a new cycle. So you are, what they're saying is you have truly completed one major cycle for yourself, and you're opening up the next 10 years. And as a collective, we're opening up our next 10 years, but you're coming through as truly being in that energy in the now, okay? So what's the obstacle or what's crossing Libra at this time? Perfect. Death and rebirth. So the challenge is that you are going through a death and a rebirth. So it's beautiful that we have the world and that you're moving through that cycle and opening the new, but it is requiring the death and rebirth. And so for this this span of time from mid-August to mid-September, the challenge is going through that death and rebirth process and allowing yourself to surrender to it, which means that there may be, you know, situations that that end. There might be friendships that end. There might be new friendships that birth. You know, I do feel like for many of you, because what they're showing me is almost like, because we're at mid-August, they're showing me like beginning August to like now has been the death cycle. And then like very end of August to that mid-September is going to be the rebirth cycle. So you're truly going through that death and rebirth cycle. This is also the sign of Scorpio, so for some of you that might have meaning for you, you might be dealing with a Scorpio that's been challenging. All right, we have conscious, what's above you? All right, the conscious influence. So we have Ace of Wands. They are asking me to turn it up, right side up, okay? So Ace of Wands, what's above you is the passionate new beginning. And I feel like because you're going through the death and rebirth, like consciously you know that you have this beginning coming, but in your field what's influencing you consciously is this Ace of Wands. There is a return of the passion. There is a return of your brand new beginning. So this month, what's going to be in your field is passionate new beginning. So you're going to be like waking back up, excuse me, I think I got it. Okay, you're going to be waking back up and really feeling like you have energy again, that you have relationships that are starting to blossom, and that may be towards like the middle of September. But you have this new beginning that is happening, and it's really a beautiful happening, a beautiful sight, we'll say. And the root for Libra and the subconscious is the Six of Cups. Six of Cups has to do with the nostalgia, like looking at things through rose-colored glasses. Can be the card of the soulmate. It can be seeing things from that nostalgic point of view. But I feel like for you, Libra, the root or the subconscious of what is in your field is that what they're saying is yearning for a soulmate, that part of you that wants to be part of a bigger team. They are asking you, this death and rebirth is kind of releasing the past from the rose-colored glasses, and for many of you, you very well may have a soulmate coming in. It's completely subconscious, so you're not conscious of it at this time. But there is, for those of you that are looking for love and romance, there is a you know, spiritual or divinely directed soulmate or partner that is coming in for you, and so that is quite beautiful. And then we have the past. Okay, so the past has had you all up in your head, okay? And that's how it's affecting your now. This is saying that you are not bound. You think that you're bound, okay? And that's the release and the death and rebirth that's happening, because you're actually not bound. It is in your mind. So these are the thoughts, the prison of our mind, the consistent sort of nagging or negative thoughts or complaining that happens inside the mind, and that's from the past. So it's like the things that happened before that maybe didn't work out, or you feel like you're constantly like, okay, I go this far and then it goes to shit, or I get in this relationship and then it goes to shit, you know, excuse my French. And so what it's saying is like, that's it is affecting you. So it's asking you to release yourself out of that prison. And that rebirth, that's why it's a challenge, because you're going through this rebirth to completely rebirth how you're thinking about things as well. Okay, future energies. We have 5 of Swords. Okay, they said one more on that. 5 of Pentacles and one more. Okay, future energies. We've got 5 of Swords. We have 5 of Pentacles and King of Cups. So I feel like for many of you, there's still some overthinking, or there's still a feeling of abandonment, loss, people in your ear about someone that you love, or this soulmate person, okay? Because we've got the 6 of Cups and we have the King of Cups coming through. Male or female matters not, okay? And so I feel like part of the challenge of the rebirth is dealing with releasing that energy of feeling abandoned, releasing the energy of trying to people please, or having lots of different people's opinions in your ear, and being sure of yourself about who this soulmate is. I do feel like this person's coming through as someone who does have their emotions balanced. I would like one more for future energy. I'm going to use a different deck just to clarify. So why is the 5 of Swords here? Okay. Why is the 5 of Pentacles? So essentially there's lots of change and there's lots of releasing. Okay. And the King. I do feel like you may have some decisions to make with a person in your life if you're in a love romance situation, whoever this King of Cups is. You may have some decisions to make about them. So I feel like there is like a wavy energy with it. Because we have the 9 of Air and 7 of Water with these 5. So essentially the 9 of Air is like sleepless nights, depression, but it's also like rising up out of that. 7 of Water is learning to invest differently in love, how you invest your heart, okay? Making sure that you invest with love. And these cards are so beautiful, like they have a prettier meaning, okay? So you're going to take the spiritual route in your relationships and even with your own heart. So I feel like this rebirth is helping you to really go through and decide what you want out of your friendships, your love and romance relationships, because this person, what they're showing me now is like you're taking the energy of this excess thinking into the future, and that's what you're trying to release from this death and rebirth. And that's why that's a challenge, because you do have this new person coming in, or this new job, or this new situation that you love. That Page of Earth, they're going to give you communication, but that communication is also an offer. They're going to give you an offer, that's the Pentacles suit. They're going to give you an offer that's a long-term offer, and it's something that will grow. So it's not something that is quick. It's slow, and but it's solid. Okay, so it's a matter of like accepting the new and knowing that you're protected to move forward, that you are protected to love again. They're saying you're protected to move towards what you love. That's where that supreme protection is coming in. And I do feel like they're using the word discernment, Libra. So I feel like this particular month, you're really going to be learning and using discernment in a much higher way than you have in the past. Okay, and we have your attitude at this time. We have 7 of Cups, okay, that showed up twice. That's what Spirit says. You really are trying to decide and sort out how you give your heart, and make sure that you don't give your heart to the snakes and the bats and the other things. You want something that's like free-flowing and that gives back to you. So you're in a contemplative mode this month about how you give your heart, how you give your energy, and that's perfectly good, especially with the rebirth that's happening right now. Okay, your environment for Libra for mid-August. to mid-September. Environment for Libra. Okay. We have King of Pentacles. So beautiful. The environment is entrepreneurship. You are really working on your business, you're working on your money, but this is also, the King of Pentacles is the card of the husband or wife. This is the generous lover. This is the long-term offer. So this is the offer that this page of earth can come into. Okay, so you may be very much dealing with the person who could be your long-term mate. So whether you want that to be a whether you get married or not, some people are not into married at these times, but this is your long-term option. You'll also be dealing with the long-term business partner. Your environment will be, you may be getting advice from someone that's the King of Pentacles type of character. This would be entrepreneur. They could be someone from the Earth suit. Okay, we have hopes and fears for Libra. Hopes and fears for Libra is Ace of Swords. Okay, Ace of Swords is you hope for the truth. You hope for the new beginning. This is the card of Magi. You're hoping for the spiritual situation, but you're feared that you won't like have that clarity again. This is mental clarity. So you're kind of scared to know the truth. You're kind of scared about what this new cycle is going to bring. You're kind of scared about, okay, what's this new love interest or business partner or situation's going to bring. But you're really hopeful. You're hopeful that it's going to bring really good things. And with it being, you have 2 aces in your reading already. So this is major new beginnings, and they're new beginnings that are really positive for you. So all is well. And the outcome, we have the Page of Swords. Page of Swords here is information coming in, ahas, new ideas, inspiration. It's maybe even taking classes, learning new things. And it comes with a clarity of communication. So the pages bring messages. So, and they said one more. We have Knight of Wands and Libra, one more. Okay, how do you want that? Okay, and Justice. Okay, so we have some messages maybe coming forward as well. Some clarity about someone who was maybe just the Knight of Wands is really passionate in a love relationship. They're a passionate lover, but it's someone who's here for a good time, not for a long time. So they may be like a playmate or a one-night stand or a few night stands. And there's Justice happening, which is your card, Libra. So it's about balancing. You may get communication from someone who you know, was there for just a good time, not a long time, and didn't really take care of your heart. That's why you are having this 7 of Cups. And there's justice coming. For others, you know, for a project or a situation that was like hot and heavy but didn't last, it didn't stand the long term, you're getting justice. Things are evening out with that, you know, because sometimes it's like we have a business idea or we have a situation that shows up and it's like, you think it's going to last the long term and then it fizzles out. And so this one is showing that you're going to get the justice. So that a project from a past, they're saying, may resurface. Okay, let's do one of these cards here, the Good Tarot, to close out your reading. So to close out for Libra, I said that one. We have Page of Fire. Okay, so lots of communication coming in. This would be the Page of Wands. Okay, so passionate communication coming in at this time. And so lots of communication. We have Page of Fire, Page of Earth, Page of Swords. Lots of communication coming in from all different areas. That's why you're being told to be protected. Remember that you're protected, because I feel like you're going to have many different communications coming in, and you're going through a rebirth at this time. So they are asking you to really kind of double up on your protection there, like with the Tiger's Eye. Also with the different people coming in, and that thought that I just had when I said double up on protection, those of you who are not wanting to get pregnant, I would say take precautions there. Typically that's not how I would read these cards, but that Spirit just said that, so so there you are. And closing out with the Sacred Destiny card, we have diligence. Okay, beautiful. So how you're going to move through this rebirth, how you're going to move through into this new cycle is through diligence, okay? So just keep with it. Be diligent, you know, avoid procrastination if can. And then notice this beautiful white bird. I don't know what kind this is, but they're saying pay attention to white birds. If you're seeing white birds this month, that's an indication that you're on the right track, that Spirit is with you, remembering to fly above the storm, above the crowd, keeping your eye on the prize of what you want to build, on what you'd like to have, releasing those past energies, because you're truly moving into a brand new cycle, and no need to take the past with you. You can absolutely release those energies, take with you the positive learnings, take with you the people that are supportive, and move forward with your dreams, Libra, because I feel like you are absolutely on that precipice, but you're just going through a rebirth cycle at this time. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and until next time, aloha.